destination. Work hard every day. As I told y'all, man, long as y'all supporting what I do, I try to be here early in the AM. Talk some youth football, man, for those who want to. For those who don't, y'all go elsewhere. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button so we can continue to get this channel out in the algorithm. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to National Sports Chat. So today, man, I just want to enlighten some of the people, right, that's trying to do things on their own. Just give some of the parents a little bit of um, guidance to help your child. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the topic was mismanagement, of kids. A lot of these parents, they want to try to protect the kids, but at the same time, they actually hurting the kids. So, we want to talk about that. Then I got the top three hits. Then I got my, my highlights and stuff. So, we're gonna definitely get into that. But I also seen something that I want to talk about as well. But right now, man, I want to talk to the parent that's out there, especially the single moms that's out there, or the fathers that really have their child's best interest at heart, but don't have a clue as to what they're doing, right? So I want to kind of help some of those individuals because it's not the same journey as it was back then. It's different. Now kids are able to get money. Now kids are more advanced. Now these kids are, in a situation to where they can go to college and also make money, right? Get a trade and get paid for doing it. Like times are way and much different uh now than it was back then because you used to try to get into college in hopes that you get a scholarship. It's almost guaranteed now that you're going to go to college damn near for free, right? As an athlete, but the money factor is what you have to work towards now. It used to be trying to get a scholarship. Now it's more focused on trying to get NIL. So the scholarship was for them to pay for your college, right? Now it's like it's automatically like a built-in, what I'm saying, type of situation. So, people have to kind of understand what it takes to get to that position to where you're trying to make money and all that stuff. So I just want to be a little bit informative today, but I hope y'all doing good this AM. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to help people, right? This is why I create the channel to try to help the kids. But look, I'm gonna start with this. When you're trying to make money, right? Far as for as the kids, the first basic thing that you must do, you must have an Instagram social media handle for your highlights and stuff to go to, right? To go on for people and meaning companies to come to you and see what it is that you're doing. That's the first basic step. Get your social media handle. Don't just get your social media handle, actually dress up your social media handle, which means that you don't want kids, again, on the platform, head down. You don't want they stuff, AK Chopper. You don't want the name. You don't want that. What you want is a clean profile, right? Which means that these companies are looking for little kids at this time to advertise their company, to be a representative of their company. But they're not going to do that if you're out here cussing, if you're out here, having all of the most filthiest songs on there, right? And all your stuff is your head down and all this stuff. They're not looking for that. So I'm saying we got parents out there running the muck and causing havoc but they're not doing stuff the right way. So it's like I'm protecting my son, but you're not. You're really not. You're doing more damage than good because you're not following the guideline and the steps to take in order to be successful. They want to know the influence that you have on other kids, right? Are people coming to your channel? Are you getting thousands of views on your channel for your highlights? Are you successful as posting on your highlights? These are basic things. That's why I said yesterday that parents need to direct their focus on other things, not what they do on the field. And I'm talking about the daddy ball, all that, not what you're doing on the field. It's the outside that matters. You see what I'm saying? The field, it matters in this regard. Let the kid play, let the kid have fun. Whatever you get from that, your highlights, right? Make your highlights, post it on the social media, have your social media clean. Your name, your name, your achievement with your grades, all of these things is what what matters, right? What they're looking for. If you can't do that and you don't want to do that, like your TikTok, your Instagram, is good to also have a Facebook, right? Post all your highlights on there so that way that there's multiple streams that you're able to post your highlights on and build your channel. And some of these you're also able to make funds from these social media handles. So there's multiple ways that you can make money as opposed to looking at the coaches to pay for your damn son. There's other ways to do that. And that's why I say people be grinding backwards. Like I don't be meaning no disrespect to nobody, but when I see how certain people move, I can't help but feel the way that I feel. Because I know that the direction that you're headed in is a dead end. So I'm just trying to help in that regard. But I want to play this top three big hits real quick. I want to kind of get this out the way. I don't want to wait too far. But hey, while y'all in here, definitely hit that like button. But this was my top three hits. I'm not gonna lie. I did see some hits that was better than these. But this is mine. This is mine because this is what I seen. But shout out to all these young men that's out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and play it. First play of the game. The game. No kickoffs. All right, man. So yeah, those was my hits, man. Shout out to the young men that actually played their heart out, man. Balled out, and I also got a highlight that I'm playing a little bit. But man, I just want to help the parents that really want the help, because some people are not going to listen. They don't like to listen to certain information, which is cool, right? I'm cool with that. But hey, T Street was good. T Street was good. Alvin was good. He said, "What it do, Ken? Boy, sport was happening." He says, "Fact, times is different." No, it's definitely different. He says, "Top of the AM was good. Was good, bro. Not much." Hilton, he said, "Supreme in the building, man." But yeah, man, last night, in case y'all missed it, I know some people are not able to tune in, at the nighttime, but this is what Sports Fanatic had. as his top players of the week, right, in multiple age group. So the first one was Jaquez Russell. Shout out to him, right? Number 17, Harrison Pulley. Shout out to that bull. Number 3 was Jace Jefferson. Shout out to him. Dog as a quarterback. Then you got Tyler Burton, that's out of Bessemer. You got Derek Kearney, right, out of the red zone, aka Rosedale, right? Dogs, I think they lost for the first time in 3 years. So man, shout out to this bull. And they showed why they ain't lost, man. They're a really good team. And then the last, we got DeAndre Anderson. You know, I believe he used to play for Voodoo also, but he's a dog as a wide receiver, man. Shout out to him. He also made the player of the week list. So, you know, thank y'all for that. All right. So I wanted to talk about this too. I seen Yoshi. He says, when your son can't take criticism, can't compete, can't get better, blame yourself. You protected him from grind. So now he crumbles under pressure. You gave him starter reps, he says, but not starter work ethics. He says now the other kids outworking him and you blaming the world. Truth is, y'all raised entitlement, not athletes. He says, football exposes everything. And to be honest, man, when you write, you write. When you write, you write. And this is what I've been trying to tell, people that look, man, you can believe that you're helping your son, but I want to know. I just want you to look at this. You as a parent, you on the sideline, you cursing the ref out, right, behind your son. Also, the next day, you're on the sideline, you're cussing the coach out. All right, cool. I mean, not cool, but cool. Then you're on the sideline, you're taking your son away, saying that you don't want this person to play for the team because they're not getting as many reps as you have, or I mean, as you would like them to have, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, damn, they're calling themselves protecting their child, but they're actually entitling them, making that child entitled. They're giving that child an excuse to quit, an excuse to not want to compete, right? An excuse to not want to go to practice. Basically, a ton of outlets that he's going to try to use later on down the line. And then the coaches experience this from the kids, and the kids out there cussing the coaches out, throwing their helmets, cussing at the coaches, right? Quitting, walking away, not finishing the game. And then the parent, instead of saying, you lost your damn mind. Who the hell is you talking to a grown man in that manner? Instead of her or him backing the coaches, they're sitting up there telling the kids, it's okay. You're okay. Man, ain't nothing wrong. You're just expressing yourself in a disrespectful way, but it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Then that same kid, I just want to paint the picture. Then the same kid goes from teen to teen because they're not respecting the kid. I mean, the kid is not respecting the coaches, and the coaches is not putting up with no disrespectful kid, right? So then this happened through high school, and if they're lucky and they somehow get past high school, they go to college, and guess what happened? That player end up on the news. You have that player in it. One of the guys in the NFL end up feeling a certain type of way, put his hand around the coach's neck. All that stems from entitlement, right? behavior issues that got passed from level to level to the next level to the next level, and it got passed, and then it hit the ceiling. It hit the ceiling, and then now all of a sudden people want to say, "Oh my God, what got into him?" What the hell you mean? What got into him? This dude has been getting away because of his talent with certain type of behavior, all because of he can help a team. And people be making seem like the issue always is more so it just happened to be at that moment. Nah, this is something that's been going on for a very long time. And basically, hey, Coach Cal was good. He said he got a question. What's the word? But it finally reaches the surface, and then now all of a sudden people is acting like it's new. Man, that kid been entitled. Been entitled. Hey man, hey, hey, shout out to all the other stuff that's going on too, man. Let me talk about some of this stuff, man. I'm hearing some good news too. We got some teams, man, that's going YNC, which makes it even more stacked, which I ain't tripping. Um, Kevin said, he says, what up? What's the topics today, man? It's a variation. It's a variety of topics today, man. You know, I want to talk about a little bit of everything, but right now, I want to talk about the possibility of Ferrari boys going to the YNC, and I'm talking about Mac Dolphin also going to the YNC. The YNC is getting stacked. We might gotta have a 12 bracket, a 12 bracket situation this season. You got a lot of coaches that believe that they can compete. You feel me? They can compete. They want to compete. And that's the energy that I love, because at the end of the day, if Twin City ain't taught y'all nothing, the one thing that Twin City should have showed you and told you, that listen, people can win the war, but I choose to win the battle, which means that I'm gonna play these games, these tough games. I might lose in the process. That's cool. I'm okay with that, right? But the one thing that I want to make sure is that I hoist the title at the end of the, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the season. So as you said, so Ken, will you consider us undefeated if we win out the rest of the year? Man, it I don't call it a loss because y'all didn't finish. And then here's the thing. No, I would say probably a tie. I would put an asterisk on who would have won that game, because I still do give y'all that touchdown, right? The game didn't finish, so I'm able to do this. The touchdown, and then I don't know if y'all would have got the extra point. So I'm gonna go with a tie. I'm gonna go with a tie. I'm not gonna say that y'all was undefeated, because there was games that you have to consider a no contest, right? Even in the no contest, it's still like, okay, it happened. So therefore, we got to go with either a draw, a tie, or I won't say a loss, but yeah, it's along that lines. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say no, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if you say you was undefeated, because it was just preseason. But moving forward, if y'all actually win, yes, I can say that. I can definitely say that. But right now, man, it's an asterisk. It's an asterisk. And but y'all gotta beat them convincingly to let me know they was a better team. You beat them, yes, we could say that. You know, we can go with that. But yeah, man, moving forward, bro. I'm excited about these additions. Some of these other teams. Then we got Rosedale, Red Zone boys. They also supposed to be going to YNC. So man, they possibly able to get a rematch with Supreme. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time that they lost in 3 years. I can see why though. You got number zero. I mean, yeah, number zero. You got some of them other young dogs. They showed that they believe. Some people think that it was a fluke, and because they didn't have other players, I'm not one of those people because they were good. So I'm not going. I'm not going to. Yeah, so I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and say, hey man, you know, it's 30. They're gonna lose by 30 again. The coach already told me, he said, watch, I'm gonna show you. You talk about they're gonna beat us by 30, man. It was a 1 point game, so I'm not gonna jump off the ledge again. They showed me, even in the heat of people trying to say, 1 second. Ah, yes. Hello.
Yo,
Yes,
what
sir.
up? Hey, this Coach G
Oh, what's happening?
from the Seahawks.
What's up with you?
Shit, what's up? What I seen y'all niggas when y'all was on the chat when y'all talked about us when we had lost to the slug to Maryland Heat early. Why we ain't hear nothing about the Bessemer game?
What about the Bessemer game? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that the chat here. Could y'all hear? Hey, put a one if y'all can hear the coach on here. I just want to make sure that you actually in the production. Hey, could somebody put a one in the chat if y'all can hear coach? But you say, oh, okay, they can hear you. All right, coach. So you say what again?
I said I know y'all niggas was on the live after we played Maryland Heat. Now I mean, saying Virginia canceled for 10 years and all that. Why we ain't hear nothing else after? Now I mean, we came to Bama, played Bessemer, 2018, yeah, win. But now I mean, it was a dog fight. Came down to the end of the game. We ain't hear nothing about that from you.
So I told y'all was gonna lose. You want me to give you
Nah,
praise for a loss?
you said we was gonna get beat by 30, bro.
Man,
Your
I
man
said,
said that.
listen. I still was right about my prediction. I said y'all was gonna lose. So let me
Man,
ask
we
you a
was gonna get
question.
beat by 30, bro.
Who was more right? Me saying that y'all was gonna lose, or y'all coach saying they was gonna go undefeated?
You said we was gonna get beat by 30. We
I
covered our
and your
spread.
coach
I
also
just
said
want
that
my
he.
boy. And then when my young boys was on the live with them, you popped it to them. Man, y'all will get beat by 30, man. Don't go out there and play them people, all that.
Oh no,
Now I mean,
I
it
didn't
ain't no
say that
more.
to the
It ain't
babies, bro. I didn't say that to them.
nah,
I
they said
told
it, bro.
y'all that.
Cause they the ones that told me tap in with you. That's the only reason why I tapped in with you for real. You know what I mean? Just to let the but since the people you on the live right now, let the people know, you know what I mean?
Now they
Virginia
hear you.
Seahawks, we outside. Virginia Seahawks team, we outside, nigga. We ain't ducking no smoke. Whoever wants smoke with us, tap in. We ain't ducking no smoke at all in the country.
Nah, I appreciate y'all for that. But all I said was y'all gonna lose 6 games, bro. That's it. What was wrong with that? I'm not saying that y'all not gonna be good. I'm saying that the 6 that I see on y'all schedule, I see y'all losing 6.
Down to the wire. Feel me? Dog
But you
fight.
going
Ain't no more
listen.
victories. We ain't looking for nothing no more. It ain't no more victories in football. We took a slug, but now I mean, niggas said we was gonna get beat by a 30 ball. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Feel me?
coach. Let me ask you a question. How many games have y'all played so far?
We played 4 games. We
Eh,
2-2.
Y'all 2-2. So
Yeah.
the
Nah,
Maryland
we
Heat
we
that
we
you
played we
guaranteed.
played we played 5 games. We played 5 games. We 3-2. My fault.
Okay. But y'all said that y'all was gonna beat Maryland Heat. That didn't happen. Then I said I was going with them, but then you was nah, we gonna beat them. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and give you that one. Y'all lost to them, and then y'all played Bessemer, who basically got pretty much beat up by Eastside Raiders, and then they played the Dogs, and then they was out there to damn near won. So you want me to give you all the credit in the world for that game when I can assure you that,
Down right. Why not? Shit. It's
man, they
football.
played
I
three.
ain't
How
never
many
said
games y'all played?
that's
They
what y'all
played three
that's
games
what
in a row.
we played 2 games. We played 2 games. But look though, next man up. If it was kids that ain't played, that's what we preach. It's football. Next man up. So we ain't like all that. Man, they was up to one. Some kids ain't. Man, next man up, bro. We went down there with 17 kids. Next man up. We not doing that. We can't do that, bro. It's football. That's what you coach for, right? If you can't get on the podcast and the podcast still got to get going, your man's gonna hold shit down. The next man up, right?
That's facts.
All right, so that's all I'm saying, bro. We can't do that. Like, man, they was banged up. Man, we can't do that, bro. Nah, I
Coach, I'm gonna
mean,
say this
I
though.
ain't hearing that. I
I'm
get,
gonna say
I
this.
respect everything. I respect everything you said though about, you know what I mean. You did. You said we was gonna take a slug. We took a slug, but y'all niggas was up here saying we gonna lose by 30, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Now
Like,
I feel
nah,
you.
we
I
ain't.
get you. I gotta apologize for that because I apologized to Rosedale. So I gotta apologize because I said that they lose to Supreme, right? I said that to them as well.
Shout out Rosedale,
Shout out to them,
DMV shit for
right?
sure.
So they came in, they only lost by one with the potential of actually winning if they would have got the fumble call. So that's cool. I didn't come in here in hopes that y'all lose. I just looked at y'all schedule and said, bro, damn, I see 6 losses. And it wasn't no disrespect to y'all, bro. And my thing is, yeah, like I believe that y'all tough teams, but are y'all gonna get the W is the whole point. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
For
it
sure.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And I'm like, bro, y'all got a tough old schedule, bro. And y'all still got some tough schedule. I mean, tough games ahead. Did y'all
Yeah,
add
we
the
still do.
did y'all add the North Philly Blackhawks?
Nah, we ain't heard nothing from them.
Well, coach, you here. Coach Keno told me to tell y'all, bro, y'all losing the Maryland Elite, y'all definitely got to come to them, bro, or meet in the middle.
Nah, we'll meet them. We ain't coming to them. We'll meet them though.
They said
Know
they
what I
already
mean?
played y'all, they beat y'all. It's time for y'all to return the favor.
We'll meet them. We'll meet them in Maryland or meet them halfway somewhere. We ain't tripping off that. We could lock it in. That nigga got my number though. He know how to get in contact with me.
All
They
right.
was supposed to come here. They was supposed to bring their whole org here. You know what I mean? They backed out. So now we gotta adjust some shit around. But it's dates open. We'll lock in with them niggas
The whole
whenever.
org
For
backed
real.
out.
Yeah, they said they had some teams going to Northern, some teams going other places, so they couldn't bring their org. Um, I don't know what the team you doing, but I know next week we gonna be at Southern Hospitality. But after that, we got some weeks where we could lock some shit in, and we'll meet them halfway somewhere and lock it in.
I bet.
Get it locked in for me, bro. We want to play them.
Okay. I bet. I call him after I get off the live and see what he talking about. Have a reach
All right,
out.
that's a bet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Appreciate
a
you
bet.
calling
Yeah.
in.
Already, man.
Yes,
10U
sir.
Seahawks, man. Tap in with me, Coach G Hill. We ain't ducking shit, and we ain't hard to find, nigga. Know that.
Yes, sir. All right, man. All right, y'all see. Ah, man. Dang. Somebody asked a question. Um, what he say? He says, Ken ask why the coach got a Gatorade bath for a long. hey, hey, no, that can't be the case. You said he got a Gatorade. What happened? I got stuck. Oh, all right. I guess it's still going. I don't know what just happened. He said he got a Gatorade bath. He said don't mean they backed out. It was Kurt. He said that don't mean they backed out. Drake said. D-Rex says Ken asked him why he got a Gatorade bath for a loss. Yeah, that's crazy work. He said if they came to y'all, why not return the favor and go to them? Man, I don't know. That's crazy, and that's another thing, man. That's the other thing. If y'all out here and they playing and they come to you and let's say it's like a close game or something like that, right? Return the favor. Why not return the favor? You know, people they sit there, they make up stuff. They say, "Hey, yeah, man, we gonna play y'all. You know, we gonna do this, that, and this." But then when it comes time, bro, they never return the favor. And I'm gonna tell y'all, as a man, you gotta always honor your word, bro. If you don't have no intentions, if going to a certain location is too much, bro, just don't play the game. I prefer you not play the game as opposed to lying about it. Oh, yeah, man, we'll return the favor. Because I'm hearing too many coaches tell me, hey, look, man, they never returned the favor. They never returned the favor. So, you know, like, nah, bro, we got to make sure that we good. I don't know what the hell just what happened, man. Why the live just paused me like that? That's crazy work. All right, but anyway, yeah, man. If y'all gonna play the game, always kind of return the favor, bro. Because people gotta travel other places as well. Then they gotta return the favor, just like Coach Pop from the Gorilla Mob said that he owes so icy a favor. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to look and see when can he play them or come down to Atlanta to play them. So that's what you got to do. You got to honor your words. Hey man, I don't know. Could y'all hear me? It just seemed like the live just started tripping. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, everything froze. Let me see. Yeah, I don't even know if nobody can hear me. Yo. Okay, yeah. You say, TJ say y'all can hear me. All right, cool. I can't hear nothing, bro. This is crazy right now. All right, so whatever. It is what it is. Like I say, man, sometimes even with this live, bro, you try to be great, man. It just, it just messes up. But let me get ready to play this video real quick.
Get your first one! Let's go! Let go, 2 feet! Let go, feet!
Oh my God, man!
Cutting.
All right, man. So listen, a lot of people felt like we slighted other players and stuff like that, right? With Fanatic. I want y'all to know this for real. This kid is special. Y'all see this? He can tackle, he can hit, right? He can give you big hits. He know how to read the defense. He could play safety. He could play linebacker. He can run, right? He got moves, juke moves, right? He can run you over. Like this young man can pretty much do it all. And he has a crazy vision. So this is why I say people like Sweet Feet, is really good. That it wasn't nothing in the video that he didn't do on the field. And it's not just that he does it. He does it versus the best teams time after time after time again. This is why, I'm very big on Sweet Feet. I'm big on all kids, but when I see a special talent, I have to acknowledge that talent. I have to, put that talent in its proper place, and and he's just there. Like the other ones are there, but he stands out every single time. And this is why I like watching Sweet Feet play, because you never know what you're gonna do. You can place that young man anywhere on the field, and he's gonna have some level of success. So shout out to him for the charisma, for really understanding the game, and for the parents that's taking the time out to work with that young man. But shout out to all of them in general. But this guy is special, and y'all see why. You know what I'm saying? So that was my player of the week. I do agree with the other ones, but that was mine. That was gonna be my honorable mention. Sports Fanatic, he talked about honorable mention, but that was gonna be mine. So shout out to Sweet Feet for having a really, 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 really good game. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about, right, is I want to talk about. Yes, son. All right. Oh man. Dang, man, I'm gonna have to cut this live short, man. Shoot. All right, so look, I gotta go. I gotta go. And my son need me, so I gotta cut this live short. My bad, man. I just cheated y'all out of 22 minutes. So, I'm gonna try to come back at a different time and make up for that time. But let me see. Let me see. Neek Jordan says my grandson stand out too. Number 6. Um, what team does your grandson play for? Like, there's a lot of kids that's good, but I'm saying like the person that stands out to me. If I didn't know either of these players, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, I'm just coming from the perspective of just watching the game. Number 2, number 17 stood out in that game. In a first game of actually playing, well, no, second game playing somebody. Because the first one was Rosedale, and then the second one was HOA. So in the second game of them playing somebody, that's who stood out. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not to slight anybody else or whatever. You said number 6, but I want to know the team you're talking about well, I'm just saying I have to literally go look. To me, the numbers that stood out. This is just me, Neek. The numbers that I seen, that I talked about, and I'm gonna go check your son out or your grandson. I'm gonna go check your grandson out. The ones that caught my eyes and really because of the big hits, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was 15, 17, 3. And then I watched Brody just because I know how good he is. But like those are the ones who stood out. And a little bit, I want to say three, number three. Um, kind of stood out to me, right? But like far as the person that you just seen play after play was 17-2 for that game. So the next game, it might be 6. And I'll be on here saying, hey man, that number 6 is a dog, which I'm pretty sure he is because nobody on Supreme is not good. It's not good, not good. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm sure that number 6 is a dog, but what I'm talking about is stand out. Even I'm including the Project Babies. I'm including all the rest of the kids from the other team. He just stood out amongst everybody. So man, shout out to them. And really, Supreme, they just showed what I said, that they're probably a year ahead of everybody, with that caliber of players on their team. But I gotta go. I'll definitely see y'all later on tonight. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. I don't know what happened to the screen or whatever, but it is what it is. I got something I gotta do.